Hello, and welcome back to the monologues. It's very nice to see you. Thank you very much. Today I thought I would do it in the studio because I haven't been in the studio for a while, not doing the interviews at the moment. And it's a shame. Here it is all set up, although I dare say in due course this will all be dismantled for various different reasons that I don't want to go into right now because it would take too long to explain. However, what is useful is to be able to come in here and sit down, have a lovely chinwag with you without having to go through the whole process of setting up the camera and the lights because they're already done, which is quite nice. And that, I suppose, is what's known as being organised to a certain degree. I don't know. I'm making that up as I go along. Now, do you wake up, ladies and gentlemen? Do you wake up in a good mood? I've woken up today in a splendid mood. And it made me think, actually, the mood that we wake up in often guides us through the rest of the day. If we wake up and think, oh my goodness, I got this and I got this and I'm now in a bad mood, or I'm angry, or I'm grumpy, or I'm a bit sad, then that can obviously imply that the rest of the day may go like that. You may be grumpy, you may say something nasty to somebody, or perhaps, your good lady or your good husband. And then they get in a bad mood and say, well, why are you saying that? Just because you're in a grumpy mood? I don't want to be in a grumpy mood. Thanks very much. Yeah, you're charming, that is. Don't pass it on. We know that if you smile at somebody, generally, not everybody, of course, responds with another smile. And, of course, we've got smile a while, and while you smile, another smiles. And life's worthwhile because there's miles and miles of smiles, words to that effect anyway. And we know that if you yawn, for example, and somebody else will yawn, or if you have an itch, it's sort of hypnotic suggestion, isn't it? That if you see somebody itching, you go, oh, golly, I've got an itch now, and you start scratching. And how many people are watching this are suddenly having to have somewhere scratching because they can feel an itch? It's all sort of hypnotic, and I mentioned this about we're often put into a trance by them, but often we put ourselves and other people into a trance by our own thoughts, our own moods, if you like. And I guess when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, these moods, these things that oh yes, I'm feeling a bit like this today, or I'm feeling a bit grim, I'm feeling a bit down, I'm feeling a bit depressed, I'm feeling whatever. Well, it may be, and I'm not saying it is, but it may be that it's being manipulated by powers out there. We do hear about these stories about Bluetooth technology that's swimming around inside us, and menacing towers that have been erected, sort of controlling our thoughts and emotions. And we do hear those sort of stories, and maybe they are true, and maybe they're not. Who knows? However, at the end of the day, it does seem to me that whatever mood we're in, we are the arbiters of ourselves. After all, are we not just really some form of consciousness? We peer out at this world and go, there's my hands, there's my body, and here are my thoughts. And are we not in control of our own thoughts? Are we? Or do we just let our thoughts get controlled by others? You switch on the radio in the morning and suddenly you hear all this depressing news, or you switch on the television, or you reach for your phone and you start checking your messages, and again there's all this sort of negative stuff coming at you, because mostly it's all that fear porn that the news and various people put out in order to get attention, because if you put bad news out, it seems that bad news sells, good news doesn't. And so, I don't watch the news, so I have no idea what's going on in the world. I know what's going on in my world, and I keep my thoughts and my vibrations up. And I think that's very important. And I think that actually people forget that they have control of their thoughts. The only person who really controls your thoughts is you, and you choose. Sometimes you choose, oh, I'm depressed, I'm going to carry on being depressed. I quite like being depressed. It's like I feel down, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's too much effort to smile and enjoy yourself and have fun. And people may say, but, Richard, there is nothing to be pleased or excited or cheerful about, isn't there? The fact that woken up on this world, that there's a huge opportunity for each and every one of us to push back against the tyranny, to ignore the nasty people in the world, to turn our backs on all the horrific things that are happening and actually guide our lives and be positive and to instill more positivity and happiness and fun in other people's lives? Is that really not worth being alive for? I think so. I think that even though there are always going to be people who are worse off than you and people who are better off than you, and we all will have that, there's no way around that, that doesn't mean to say that we can't enjoy what little or as much as we've got. We're always told, aren't we, that you've got to have this thing, whatever it is, and that will make you happy. And we all got to go and earn the money and get on the hamster wheel so we can earn the money to have this thing, and that will make us happy. And then when you've got this thing, you realise that it didn't actually make you as happy. Maybe it made you happy for a few minutes. And then, I mean, children teach us this right from the start, don't they? I must have that. I must have that. Christmas is coming. I must have that. I've got to have Tracy Island. Tracy Island, it's the only thing I want. Tracy Island, I really must have it. I must have it. The anticipation that the children have for something. Tracy Island comes, all wrapped up on Christmas Day. Ah, fantastic. Tracy Island, I'm so happy. 10 minutes later, Tracy Island is over there with a bunch of other things, and the kids are either bored out of their brains, which actually is a very good thing, by the way. It's always good to keep your kids bored, because then they start to have to be self-reliant and think, don't just give them things to do. Let them come to their own conclusion. Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to do something. I'm bored. Eventually, they have to occupy themselves, and then they learn that self-reliance thing. But Tracy Island's over there, and then it's, what I need is a new episode of Minecraft, whatever it is. I went to mime school, so I do Mimecraft, which is a slightly different thing to Minecraft, of course, whatever that is. Mimecraft is fun. But anyway, yeah, so we're always led to think, children teach us, don't they, how easy it is that we go, and this is why the adverts are constantly saying you've got to have this, and then they upgrade it to some other rubbish and say, no, now we've upgraded it. And you think to yourself, I bet you had that technology right from the start, but you knew that you could sell us 300 different iterations of the thing, just slowly upgrading each one. This one's got 400 megapixels. This one's got megapixels. This one's got extra megapixels in it. This one does everything it did before, but it's a bit shinier. This one is slightly smaller now. Hang on a minute. They were small. Weren't they small to begin with? And now they're small again. You've gone through big. You went through big to small to big, then to small again. Are you not taking the mickey? Well, you are, really. And we all feel, we must have it, we must have. So material things, it seems to me, is definitely not really the answer, is it? Ultimately. It's got to be something else that keeps us happy. And we're all looking for happiness. And happiness, I think, comes from within. It comes from your thoughts, your mind, your higher self, perhaps, your spirit. Perhaps it comes from the Creator. And that all these things that we're told will make you happy, perhaps, they may be convenient and they may make life a bit easier. But at the end of the day, we're only ever in the now, aren't we? I mean, tomorrow never comes and yesterday's been and gone. We can't get that back. They're just, memories. So we're always in the now. And because we're in the now, we have that ability, first thing in the morning, to decide our thoughts. Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we down? Are we up? And I think it's down to us to you can do whatever you damn well like, of course. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that I believe that we control our thoughts, and that when you suddenly go, hang on a minute, actually, just be aware that there's a lot of negative influences. Maybe that man scowling at me on the train, or maybe I've just seen some depressing thing on YouTube, or maybe I've listened to the radio and that's got me in a bit of an angry mood, or maybe I've just had a ticket put on my car, and or I've had this letter with big bold things saying, oh, I've got the power over you and you must do as I say because somehow or other I have duped you into thinking that I have authority and you don't. And ultimately, we just got to laugh at these things, haven't we? I mean, the people who think that they've got authority over us all the time, If we allow them to do that, if we allow them to say, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, you've got authority, of course, yeah, of course, I'm just, I'm nobody. What do I? I don't matter. You're the big thing." I mean, they're just as much duped into thinking they have the authority as you are, giving them that permission to have that authority, and that of course affects your moods. Instead of sort of getting, as I often do, you get these black letters. And you just have a laugh and you go, well, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? No, sorry, mate. Soon deal with that. And we've got to raise our vibrations, raise our things, and enjoy life. That's what it's about. To me, that's why we're here. We're here to have a jolly good day. And I think if we can try and raise our vibrations and allow whatever it is, the Creator, God, the universe, to come to our aid and support us because we have faith or trust, and we're not sort of going, oh no, I'm just here, I can't cope, it's all terrible, maybe it's just karma, that if you're putting out good thoughts come back to you. Whatever it is, whatever thing you believe in, if we allow and trust that and go, no, I'm going to have a good day, I don't care what anybody else says, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to smile at myself in the mirror, which, by the way, is a very good idea. Always smile in the mirror when you see yourself, because that is a self-image. That, again, is a bit of hypnosis. You're self-hypnotizing to yourself. I look happy. If you go to the mirror and go, oh, God, look at me. I look haggard. I look old. I look sad. I look depressed. You are then telling yourself how you want to be. Your subconscious is going, oh, okay, if that's what you want to look like, fine. We can do that. We'll carry on that thing. And just smile at yourself, going, do you know what? I look a bit younger today. I look healthier. I look much more upbeat. I look like I'm enjoying life. And that's the last image that you see. When you smile at yourself in the mirror, that's the image that you see. You are then imprinting that on you. Oh, that's me, a smiley, happy person. And after all, don't we want to be happy? Most of us, I think, do. Some of us may be clinically, down there. But we can help each other with a smile and a laugh and patting somebody on the back and saying, well done, well done. This day and age, not many people say, well done, good luck, and, you're doing really well. Most people, when you see people say, how are you? Yeah, not bad. What do you mean, not bad? Not bad? What you mean is, I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed. I'm doing great. I'm having a ball. Life is fun. I'm here. Yes, there's all these issues and problems, but I'm enjoying solving them and smiling smiling at the problems of life. Anyway, that's my little monologue. I hope you're upbeat and having a lovely day. Enjoy yourself. Have a smile. Smile at someone, laugh at someone, grin at someone, and enjoy it. Until next time, thank you very much. I will see you then.